Oh, so, Merry Christmas, huh? You know, a few days ago, my whole family was sick. It was coming out both ends, right? So, my son and my daughter, who are 7 and 4 right now, they were both really sick. And then I got really sick, and then my wife got really sick. And I am scheduled to work 3 to 11, so afternoon shift, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And now it's Christmas Eve. Right? So I wake up this morning, I get woken up, 10 a.m. I was supposed to go to my father's house. Well, I just came back from there, but I was supposed to go to my father's house for Christmas Eve morning, with the kids. And last night, his wife, so my stepmom's dad, was put into hospice care, right? So this morning I get a call at 10 a.m. from him saying, hey, her dad passed away. And I was like, oh, well, we'll give you guys your space. He says, no. We'd rather see the grandkids. We've already got their gifts. We haven't wrapped them, but we've got their gifts, and we've got food coming anyway, so come on over, right? So drive up there. We have to drive separately because I have to leave before the wife does, right? And get there, and he goes, hey, my brother passed away. Not my brother, my uncle, my dad's brother, passed away last night. He says he got a call from the police department earlier in the day, like early in the morning. By the way, if anybody from the Lockport Police Department sees this at any point, thank you. He was very complimentary of how professional that they were when they called to inform him. So now, my dad's dealing with his wife's dad passed away, his brother passed away, my dad's mom, so my grandma and grandpa, were in the hospital yesterday because my grandmother had really high blood pressure, and she was going to get released until she found out that her son died, and then her blood pressure went through the roof, and now we can't get a hold of her. So now it's coming up on 2 p.m., and even though my whole family is kind of in crisis mode, I have to leave and go to work. And people have asked me a long time to talk about, like, what's the bad side of police work? Like, what don't you like about it? Let's talk about it. And here's a very classic example, because I was going to come on, I was going to dedicate an hour today to doing a live stream and answer everybody's questions about, like, this is what I'm thankful for this year. But this is the stuff that's not in the brochure, right? Because while my family needs me the most, I have to go to work. And why do I have to go to work? My wife's like, well, just call off sick. The problem is, if I call off sick, I know that they're just going to make somebody else who's a friend of mine come in and do the work that I would have had to do. Because it's Christmas Eve on afternoons, and I guarantee we're going to be either at minimums or below minimums for manpower. And if I'm lucky, we won't just have one supervisor working. And if I'm really lucky, I won't be senior man working today, where we got a supervisor on the inside and everyone is lower than me in seniority on the street. So they're just going to call someone else in to do my work, and it's going to ruin somebody else's holiday. So I have to come in. So you want to talk about the downsides of doing police work? Here's a classic example. When my family needs me the most, I have to go to work. And not only do I have to go to work, but in 2 hours' time, I'm going to be on the street, hopefully without someone else in the car to babysit today. I'm not scheduled for it, but hopefully alone, right? And someone's going to call 911 because they're having the worst day of their life. And they're going to expect a cool, calm, collected police officer to show up and mediate their problem. And I'm going to have to go do that. And I'm going to go do it because this is my job and it's what I'm good at and all that. But, man, you want to talk about the downsides. You want to talk about the stuff that's not in the brochure. Things people don't tell you about before you get into the job. This is it, right? Work afternoons, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and you go, well, at least I'll be able to see the kids in the morning. Oh, that's good. I've never had a morning off on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I get to watch them open their presents in the morning. Nope. Big family disaster, and then go into work and be the voice of reason. So that's one cop's Christmas. That's my Christmas this year. And I'm sure tomorrow probably isn't going to get a whole lot better because you got funeral arrangements to make for all of these people on Christmas Eve. So before you go getting into this line of work, I know most of the channel is dedicated to making people want to go into law enforcement. Hey, go chase your dream. Do the best you possibly can. Be good at it. You'll get rewarded in the long run being good at this job. It's a very rewarding job, and I love my work, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. But before you get into this line of work, be prepared that this type of stuff happens, and this isn't the only time this has ever happened to me, where I've had some big family disaster, or I'd be at a family event and some big work disaster would happen, and I get called in. Work has called me like 4 times today trying to get me to come in on overtime. And I'm sure I'm going to get held over tonight, and then I'm not going to be able to, see my kids open their presents in the morning, because I'm going to be sleeping, even though we're having Christmas at my house. I'm going to come in at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and be barely awake. Isn't that great? So, for all of you though, while I've got you on the line, I'm sorry I can't go through and answer questions because it's 2 o'clock and I have to get ready for work, and it took me an hour and a half to drive from my dad's house to home because it's snowing like crazy, and of course, none of the public works guys or IDOT guys wanted to come in because it's a holiday. They don't want to come in any more than I do. But while you're all here, Merry Christmas, or Kwanzaa, or Hanukkah, or whatever else you celebrate. Whatever holiday it is you celebrate, I hope it's happy and healthy for you and yours. And I am going to work, and hopefully you're not one of the people that calls 911 expecting me to come up and be all cheerful. I don't know if I'll be cheerful, but I will be the calm, collected person on the call. So, see you guys later. Have yourselves happy, whatever it is that you celebrate.